their best in these do-or-die situations, but Mookie was focused on getting the job done.
I don't know. I would like to not back against the wall. I'll have a conversation with us. But we got to win Game 5 first.
The Dodgers will start Julio Urias against the Giants' Logan Webb. First pitch at 6:07 live on AM 570 LA Sports. Brought to you in part by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. Morongo, good times. I'm Wayne Resnick, KFI Sports.
Hey, Drew, you know what's really spooky during Halloween?
What, Dad?
Your old mattress. Because after 8 years, an old mattress can collect sweat and dead skin, creating the perfect environment for dust mites. Plus, laying in the same mattress for 8 years creates tremendous wear and tear, making it harder to get the comfort and support you need. So if your mattress is over 8, it's time to replace during Big Fall Sale, where you can save $1,000 on select mattresses from Beauty Rest, Kingstown, and Sealy.
Plus, get a $300 gift with purchase with any Tempered unit. And with your good credit, pay 0% financing for 12 months with your minimum monthly payment.
And only Sit and Sleep has bed match technology that scientifically recommends the level of support that's right for your shape and size. So this Halloween season, quit sleeping on your scary old mattress.
Trust your sleep to Sit and Sleep during our fall sale for dreams that are sweeter than a pumpkin spice latte.
That sounds good, Drew. How about I buy you one with extra whipped cream?
Thanks, Dad.
Sunny today, highs in the low to mid-70s at the beaches, mid-70s to mid-80s. Metro LA, the valleys, OC, and the Inland Empire. A few degrees warmer tomorrow. We lead local. Live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom, I'm Chris Little. Hey, it's Conway here. Know why I got a whole house water filtration system from Purigan Water? Because I don't want to wonder if my family's tap water is safe. No more wasting money on bottled water, no plastic bottles to recycle, and no more visits to the chiropractor's office because you're lifting 5-gallon bottles of water or 40 pounds of salt. No calcium buildup on faucets or shower heads, and that alone is worth it. Purigan extends the life of your water heater. Stay on with this clean water. Purigan Water offers free lifetime service. No one else can make that claim. The system takes up a little tiny amount of space. So let's get Purigan, California's preferred whole house water filtration system. And for a limited time, when you buy a whole house system, you get the 6-stage alkaline drink system for free. 844-80-WATER. 844-80-WATER. That's T-U-R, again, water.com. Spelled wrong, but the water's right. 844-80-WATER.
The Purigan man is your best friend to make your water pure again.
LA Kings hockey is back on October 14th as the Kings kick off the season against the Vegas Golden Knights. All fans in attendance receive an LA Kings t-shirt presented by Valley Sports West. Tickets are available at lakings.com/opening night. Hey, y'all, it's Dean Sharp. Blackouts have become a regular part of life here in California. A loss of power to your home can threaten your health or your safety. A loss of power to your business means loss of revenue. Now, whether you're a homeowner or a business owner, blackouts are a problem. The solution is Duffy Power. Duffy's stellar reputation comes from keeping Southern California homes and business operations running without interruption 24/7, 365. To protect your home or your business from the next power outage, go to DuffyPower.com, DuffyPower.com.
We're celebrating apple season at Whole Foods Market. Save on organic Honeycrisp apples for $2.99 a pound through October 19th, plus an extra 10% off for Prime members. Get them in-store only while supplies last. See more on the Whole Foods Market app.
In Durst, dial pound 250, use keyword personal injury to connect to OPO Law.
For official rules and more information about contests on this station, go to KFIAM640.com/rules. KFI AM 640.
An iHeartRadio station.
24-hour news. More stimulating talk. This is KFI AM 640 Handle here. It's Thursday morning, October 14th, as we continue with Handle on the news. Chris Little in for Jennifer. Jennifer comes back on Tuesday. Wayne Resnick, who also comes back on Tuesdays and Mondays and all this week. All right. A woman, this sounds like deja vu all over again with a different chain, with a different chain of restaurants. A woman is suing Dunkin' Donuts, because she was burned by coffee. Yep. Now, in this case, she says she went through, ordered 3 coffees. They gave it to her in one of those cardboard trays.
and that the employee of the Dunkin' Donuts negligently failed to cap the coffees properly or place them firmly into the tray, so as the tray's going into the car, it all spills on her lap. She has to rip off her leggings, screaming in pain.
Right. And she is so, go ahead. Why doesn't she just take responsibility and make sure the cap is on and the things are stuffed down in the container?
Because as she is handed the coffee, if you don't put the cap on, you can easily see it spilling over before you put the cap on. It isn't the responsibility of the employee to make sure passing hot coffee. Now, the story you were talking about before, McDonald's and Stella, and the Stella Awards, where much the same thing happened. And it was her literally spilling the coffee on her lap. And why did she get $3.5 million? And everybody said, oh, the Stella Award, that's crazy. The backstory makes it a little bit more palatable. Because she spilled the coffee, she had capri pants on, you know, those pants that are tight and thick and made out of whatever material. And she spilled the coffee on her lap and got second-degree burns because the coffee went right through the pants. They were in no way protected. Wearing jeans, for example, that protects against hot coffee. So she had second-degree burns in that entire area. And what killed McDonald's is they knew the coffee was excessively hot and knew people were going to get hurt if the coffee spilled. There was a memo that said that this is dangerous. However, our customers want scalding hot coffee, and and we will take the risk.
Who has better coffee, McDonald's or Dunkin'?
I don't drink coffee from either one of them. I make my own coffee. I never...
well, don't you use a Keurig?
No, I have a Flavia, the same machine that we have over here in the little kitchen. Not the big kitchen down the hall, the little kitchen. That's the coffee I use at home. Okay. I love that coffee. But the point is, Stella got $3.5 million in uproar over, oh my God, how do you do that for spilling coffee? And also there was remitters, where McDonald's went and asked the judge, hey, can you reduce the cost? And he did. The judge reduced it to, I think, $1.2 million, $1.3 million. So there's the story. Wanted to share that with you.
Scam alert, scam alert, Bank of America, scam alert. If you have the Zelle app, Bank of America says, watch out, because it can remove money from your account via a scammer. And it happened to some woman. She lost $3,500.
Yeah, it's the scam. I got 2 scams that hit me the last couple of days. One was on the phone, and one was an email. The one on the phone, hi, is this William Handel? Yes. As a DirecTV customer, we want to tell you we're repositioning the satellite, and you are going to get better reception, it's going to be cleaner, it's going to download faster. I go, oh, that's great. And because you've been a customer for so long, you pay your bills on time, we're taking $30 off your bill every month for the next year. I said, hey, that's great. And he said, and all you need to do is pay a $199 deposit.
That seems reasonable.
Seems reasonable to me because they're repositioning the satellite, which they're not. So that was one. And then I just got another one, and I completely forgot what it was. And it was, Verizon. I'm a customer of Verizon. That's my cell phone coverage. And they said that, you've been selected at random. Verizon gives away 10 of these a month because you're such a good customer, 10 gifts or whatever. And, of course, I didn't go beyond that. It scams every single minute.
I want to tell you one other thing about this that makes it kind of unique. It was a Bank of America, caller ID, and there was a guy on it. The woman spoke to the guy, and he had her push some buttons on the app.
Yep, and it all went through. The virus went through and picked it up. Also, anybody who sounds like they have an Indian accent, you ignore it. You ignore it. Even when they go, hello, my name is Bob. None of them are named Bob. Okay, no. That's for starters.
I've kept them on the phone for 7 minutes. That's my record, messing with it. messing with them.
Yeah, but messing with was fun.
Well, but then the guy says to me, you know, F you for messing.
Oh, yeah, that's the other thing.
For wasting, why are you wasting my time?
Yeah.
Said, why are you wasting mine?
Yeah.
It needs to be pointed out that the problem with your rule is that a lot of legitimate customer service call centers
But here's the difference. You call.
Yes, exactly.
When they call you, it's a problem.
No, I agree. But it's not the accent of the person. It's the fact that they called you that makes it suspicious.
That's right.
And not that these Indian guys are named Bob.
That's not what makes it suspicious.
Oh, okay.
No, and because if somebody called you
Yes.
and said, "Oh, hello, this is Reginald from
Yeah, but they don't do that.
Verizon."
They don't have call centers in England.
I know, but I'm saying it's still suspicious.
Okay.
Any incoming call to you purporting to be about any kind of problem or opportunity that involves you having to do something that's suspicious.
Giving them information
The
or money.
blanket rule is you never deal with anything incoming.
Right.
If you get a text, which started with this woman here with a text, which she said no, and then they called her, if you get a text that says, "Oh, there's a problem," you don't deal with it
You
through
delete
the
it.
text. You call Bank of America and say, "Hey, I got a text saying there's a problem," and if it's legit,
It won't be.
they can look it up and say,
Yeah.
"Yes, there's a problem," and you know it's legit because you called them.
Right. The IRS never calls you.
Right.
And I get calls from the IRS all the time. Hello, you're in a lot of trouble. You know, the recording speaks.
Oh, a warrant has been
Yeah,
issued for your
a
arrest.
warrant has been issued for your arrest, and I talk to those people like you do, and I say, "Wow, am I in trouble?" Yes, yes.
You know what?
And I say on the document, what's the file number that you have? What do you mean? Well, there has to be a file number. What is it? That stops them cold.
A lot of these people are trying to make a quote-unquote legitimate living. I mean, that is their job. And they know they're scamming, but the thing is they're in a lot of countries where there's poverty, and they're trying to make money.
Or
I mean,
fine,
so
and
to
they
them,
do-
it's a regular, normal job.
Understood. There are plenty of cat burglars out there that think it's a regular, normal job.
Right.
Always, anybody named Bob, you absolutely delete.
What if it's Bob Pittman?
Even worse. If you sound like Bob Pittman, I know it's not Bob Pittman. He does not make phone calls to you.
Bob Pittman
He's the CEO of iHeartRadio.
But he will return an email. I guarantee
exactly.
you, if you email him right now.
He's very good. He's
he'll
very,
return
very
it.
good about that.
Do you think I can get a free bottle of his Casa Dragones tequila?
I didn't know
I'm
that.
mentioning right now that he has a company that makes Casa Dragones tequila. That's
Really?
very good.
You mean,
Do you think this word would get to him, that I
Maybe.
just typed it on the
You know,
air?
James, that's
Bob?
wishful thinking,
Yeah.
because we do work for iHeart, and
you can't, I don't think the policy allows you.
Maybe it
no,
does.
no. What I mean is,
Really does.
we don't get anything free.
That's a good
Well,
point.
you know, the CEO's not going to give us anything
Good,
free.
good point. All right, let's take a break. And what?
I tried.
You did try. This is KFI. Chris, you're up.
The union, made up of behind-the-scenes workers in the entertainment industry, could go on strike Monday if the deal isn't reached. Bacteria warnings for several beaches in L.A. County, including some in Santa Monica, Marina del Rey, and San Pedro, have been issued. Not sure what the bacteria is, but we can guess. Police say a Danish man suspected of a bow and arrow attack on a small town in Norway has killed 5 people and wounded 2 others. They also say he's a Muslim convert who was previously flagged as having been radicalized. We will check the 101 with the KFI in the sky next.
With record low interest rates and your property values exploding, which they have done in your house, let me tell you what makes a lot of sense. Is the equity in your home is making you no money. It's sitting there at 0%. How about taking money out of your home, actually taking your equity, and then using that money and investing it at 5, 6, 7%, or whatever you can get. That's what HMS Capital helps you do. What they do is help you take your equity, translate it into money. The interest rates paying it back is very low, and you're making money on the investment. HMS Capital. Give them a buzz with their razor-sharp interest rates. They're confident they can earn your business. As a matter of fact, Mark Tice, the owner, says apply with another company at the same time.
and with us. And you'll see why you're probably going to come to us. I buy that. I've had 2 mortgages with HMS Capital, and I've known Mark for 16 years. Never an appraisal or application fee. Call 833-255-5698, 833-255-5698. Visit hmscapital.com. HMS Capital Funding is a DBA of Banking and Finance, payment number 2427. HMS Capital is licensed by the Department of Finance, Protection and Innovation, under the California Residential Mortgage Lending Act, license number 01002, equal housing lender. Get your news with Newsy, the only 24/7 news network that's free, using your TV's digital antenna or your favorite streaming device. Newsy is the essential, relevant journalism you've been searching for. Solid facts without the opinion. Learn more at newsy.com. Southern California weather, sunny today, highs in the low to mid-70s at the beach, the 70s and 80s inland. This report brought to you by Newsy, the only free 24/7 over-the-air news network from the Southern California Toyota Dealers Traffic Center. We make it easy. Disappointment on the 101.
Oh, boy. Well, I tell you, South Hollywood, at least leaving the San Fernando Valley, that's okay. But it's the northbound side we're really concerned with coming up. Well, from the 4 level, it's always slow to merge, North 101, West End, all that. But all the way up to about Melrose, there had to be something in lanes there. So that's what that's all about. Now, back to the South 170, past Roscoe. Boy, oh, boy, only the carpool lane's been open for a long time. Terrible crash. 170 and the 5 backed up to the 118, the Turkey. Get on the South 170 at Sherman Way, or south of, and then you're all set. And Burbank, there was some major problems. South 5 at Burbank Boulevard, we had all lanes closed there. They're reopening. Now the South 5 is a little slow, but starting to move a little bit from Lankersham. And real quick, another problem on the East 91. This time before the 605 around Clark. More on that coming up. Ain't it an accident? Visit Superwoman, Superlawyer.com. Jeff Ball, KFI in the sky.
This report is sponsored by Grocery Outlet. Did you know that your local grocery outlet is independently owned and operated by folks in your community? This allows them to better serve their customers and give back to their communities. Stop by your local grocery outlet today.
Well, you've heard me talk about my friends at Sunday and how they can sell your home fast without any repairs, without the hassle of dealing with showings, realtors, cleaning, or making upgrades. Now Sunday has made the process even easier for those who want to sell a property fast. Contact Sunday for your free no-obligation cash offer. They're going to visit your property, take photos, and do a 3D walkthrough. They'll package your property details and send it to the thousands of local investors in their database who are actively looking to buy properties. The average homeowner receives 12 offers on their property. It's quick and easy. Plus, you can close in as little as 10 days, or they have the flexibility to close in months. They can even give you a $20,000 cash advance, which will help with moving costs when you sell with Sunday. Go to Sunday.com, SUNDAE.com, or phone them, 800-25-OFFER. Get a free no-obligation cash offer at Sunday.com, SUNDAE.com. Sunday is a California licensed real estate broker, DRE license number 020-88298.
When Bill and I needed new windows over 20 years ago, we picked a company we thought would do a good job. We were so disappointed.
So we saw a genuine need for a company with strong character, one that people could have faith in.
American Vision Windows was born right then and there.
What sets American Vision Windows apart is easily the culture. Their greatest investment is in their employees, and it shows.
It was a great experience. I couldn't ask for anything better.
I've been in the construction trade for 35 years. The level of quality of products that they use for their prep work was top-notch.
American Vision Windows continues to revolutionize the home improvement industry one customer at a time while changing the lives of our employees for the better. It's so simple.
Happy employees, happy customers.
For a limited time, we pay the tax, plus 0 payments until 2023. Call 888-226-9908. That's 888-226-9908. Or visit AmericanVisionWindows.com. Tax based on materials only. On purchase of 8 or more windows cannot be combined with any other offers. Unapproved credit. Some restrictions apply. Offer expires 11/30/21. CSLB number 778326.
Spectrum Business knows small businesses are always looking to cut expenses. That's why we offer the best value on fast internet and phone. But we wanted to do more. So, how does 1 month free sound? Get 200 megabit per second internet for $49.99 a month and business phone for $19.99 a month. And right now, you can get 1 month of internet and phone and even TV for free. Call 855-258-5887 and switch to Spectrum Business. Restrictions apply.
Live free. Go solar American style with Semper Solaris. Semper Solaris is your local veteran-owned solar and battery storage contractor. Add Tesla Powerwall and be ready for blackouts. We get the job done with esprit de corps and honor. Semper offers new AC systems with a lifetime warranty and new roofs with a 50-year warranty. We hire vets and give back to the community with our Semper Cares initiative. Go solar and declare your independence. No down, interest, or payments till 2023. Get the federal 26% solar and battery tax credit. $500 downloadable coupon. $500 off for military, first responders, and healthcare workers. Call 877-211-5591. That's 877-211-5591. Or visit SemperSolaris.com. 26% federal tax credit based on eligibility. Consult your tax advisor. Cannot be combined with any other offers. Some restrictions apply. New customers only. Call or see website for details. Expires 10/31/2021. CSW number 978-152.
AMCO presents Bet You Didn't Know.
Bet you didn't know that your car's transmission is made up of 800 pieces. Also, bet you didn't know that AMCO fixed over 40 million transmissions, and that AMCO offers a nationwide warranty.
Are you still driving around with that check engine light on? AMCO will read and report the trouble codes on your vehicle for free. Call them today. That's AMCO, AA, MCO.
Shout out to the black market nail salons that never close, where you would call and they'd just be like, hello, and you're like, hey, can I get a pedi mani? And they'll be like, yeah, use the back door, and like you go in the back. And
were you that person, you and Deborah? Because Deborah's nails stay done too.
But I waited months. Like I did my own nails.
Gary and Shannon, weekdays at 10 a.m.
The only word I could use to describe your nails at that time was ratchet.
No, that's not true.
On KFI.
KFI AM 640. Bill Handel here on a Thursday morning, October 14th. Handel on the news with Chris and Wayne and me. Before we do that, this morning Wayne decided to take a picture of my shirt, which is sort of a weird green, and asked, well, no, it's not weird. Yeah, it's just a green.
It's nice.
Yeah, it's just a sort of interesting green.
That's why it got my attention, because you wore a shirt today that's nice.
Yeah, and you, which is very unusual, and then you, I'm going to take a second and ask our listeners what shade of green it is. So just share a couple, because that's kind of fun. And that's on Instagram, by the way.
No, it's on Twitter.
Twitter.
It's on Twitter at Bill Handel Shows. A picture of you in the shirt, and you're invited to kind of name that color. And people are doing a great job. Tim Harris says it's chartreuse.
No, that was my first guess. Okay.
Well, you're not alone.
All right, let's do
at Kathy with Wings says it's Geico Gecko Green.
That's fun.
I like the alliteration. Multiple people say it's sage.
Uh-huh.
Pastel lime. Pistachio ice cream green.
Yeah.
Green tea ice cream colored.
All right.
Winter green fresh green.
All right. Not bad. Not bad.
NyQuil green.
Oh, okay. It's got the blue stuff.
Seafoam green. And I'll just one more. Paul Stackpole at Paul Stackpole key lime pie green, which may be the most accurate.
I think seafoam, but in any case,
your shirt and looking at a picture of a key lime pie.
And no one said, which I would have gone for first, and that's pre-Dr. Cunning teeth green. Oh yeah, well, that's a good one. Okay, let's do it.
Moldy ham and cheese on a baguette that you forgot to eat green.
Yes. All right. Let's.
How about the Postal Service is urging you to mail your holiday packages green? Yeah. And they're telling you to do that early this year. My question is, first of all, they say mail your stuff early every year. So this year in particular, what is early?
Early now, February. Because price of mail and packages have gone up temporarily, have gone way up, and the delivery is way slower. And you've got the delivery bottlenecks.
Delivery bottlenecks?
Yeah.
Paying more?
Yeah, all of it. All of it. I'm going to do a story about that later on, too. The supply chain. And that's a 720. We're going to pick that up.
Oh, that's fascinating.
Yeah, there's a whole world to that.
Well, your holiday travel plans might be affected negatively because of pilot shortages, and the pilot shortages may be made worse because of airline vaccine mandates, and so some unions that represent pilots are saying, oh, you might see more sick-outs from pilots protesting these vaccine mandates.
You know, I don't get it. I was listening to an interview with one pilot who was president of one of the associations who is fighting the mandate and will not fly. And he said, I've looked at both sides. I've looked at the science of both sides. And I've decided that the science of not getting the vaccine is stronger than the science pro-vaccine. Where's the science?
You know, in some cases, it's not that they're not anti-science. It's they're anti-being told what to do.
Yeah, but based on...
Even if the thing they're being told to do is the thing that they want to do. They don't want to be told.
Understood. However, instead of just saying, I don't want to be told, look at all the excuses. There's no long-term testing. They really don't know, even though 300 million of these vaccines have been administered, and the number of side effects are minuscule, probably less than anything else that's ever been developed in terms of medicine. It's just they're all crazy. Police are doing the same problem, by the way. It's really nuts. And nurses are doing the same issue. And there's enough there that's going to cause a problem.
Well, if they can get on an airplane, passengers are taking lots of guns to the airport with them. 4,600 firearms caught at checkpoints in the first 10 months of this year.
Most loaded.
Yes.
What do you do with that? Are they nuts? Yes, they are.
Couple goes check in for a flight on Southwest. They go, oh, your bag is overweight. It's too heavy. You know, let's move some stuff around. Maybe we can leave something behind. They open up the luggage. You know why it was overweight? Their dog had decided to stow away inside the luggage. Icky. Yeah. Icky the Chihuahua.
Yeah.
It sounds like a dream come true for you, Bill.
Yeah.
A little Chihuahua called Icky yapping at you. And I guess got comfortable in the luggage. They didn't realize, zipped it up, went to the airport. They had family nearby who came and got Icky and took Icky home.
How heavy is a little Chihuahua that you're going to be overweight in your bag?
Well, if you're right at the limit, you put a pair of socks in there and you're over.
Okay, I'll buy that.
Icky weighs about the same as a pair of socks.
Okay, yeah, that vaccinates. I mean, that resonates. Little my head is that, yeah.
Oh,
I guarantee you Icky was vaccinated.
And the Southwest, somebody at Southwest said they would watch the dogs for Icky.
Sweet.
I watched Icky for the customers.
Yeah, it's just that the flight was delayed for 4 days, and Icky got out, so that makes sense. Coming up, L.A. Councilman Mark Ridley Thomas and an ex-USC dean indicted on federal bribery charges and a bunch of other counts. And why I don't like Mark Ridley Thomas, and I never have. And we'll dive into that subject upon our return. KFI AM 640 live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
No need to keep hitting refresh. We got this. KFI.
And KOST HD2.
Los Angeles, Orange County.
Live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
Cop shot. I'm Chris Little, live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom. An LAPD officer has been shot during a standoff in South Los Angeles. The police officer was grazed during the standoff outside the LAPD's Newton Division station. Happened about 5 o'clock this morning. A person has been arrested, and the officer wound up in the hospital. LA City Councilman Mark Ridley Thomas has been indicted on federal charges of bribery and conspiracy.
The 20-count indictment alleges Ridley Thomas used his position as a county supervisor in 2017 and 2018 to push through contracts that would benefit the University of Southern California and use the university to launder money from Ridley Thomas's campaign into a nonprofit run by Ridley Thomas's son. In exchange, a university official who's also part of the indictment would expedite a master's degree for Ridley Thomas's son by offering free admission and a full-ride scholarship. His son would also receive a paid professorship. Steve Gregory, KFI News.
Handel's going to get into it in a couple of minutes and explain to us why he doesn't like Mark Ridley Thomas. News brought to you by Rooter Hero. A local emergency has been declared in Santa Barbara County because of the fire north of Santa Barbara. It has burned more than 15,000 acres. It is only 5% surrounded. Strong Santa Ana winds are expected to fan it more. And the 101 is still closed. Patrick Brown says the fire is threatening the ranch his family has owned for more than 80 years.
Put my lifetime in it. And, you know, just hope it makes it.
The fire is burning along the coast between El Capitan State Beach and Gaviota. It started on Monday. Robert Durst is scheduled to be sentenced in L.A. today. He was convicted last month of murdering his friend Susan Berman in her home in Benedict Canyon in 2000. Durst faces life in prison without the possibility of parole. People who work behind the scenes in the entertainment industry could go on strike pretty soon. Marissa Shipley with the International Alliance of Theatrical Stage Employees says employers have a responsibility to treat the people who make their projects possible with respect.
We deserve to have lives outside of work, which the current conditions don't allow a lot of us to have.
Her union is currently fighting for what it calls reasonable rest periods, meal breaks, and a living wage for lower-paid employees. Their president has announced that if the deal is not reached by Monday with the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers, members will strike. Blake Trolley, KFI News. Let's go out to the 91 and check on a crash with Jeff.
Yeah, you betcha. And it's a bad one, too. Listen up. This is, well, the Bellflower Cerritos area, but eastbound 91 at Clark. That's before you get to 605. I got a bad crash here. I'm looking at it right now. We're orbiting over. 2 right lanes are blocked, and the backup's solid down through the 710. Use Ortesia Boulevard. Get on the Bellflower, and you get around the problem. By the way, if you missed or you just caught the end of what Chris was talking about, that shooting in South L.A., it's the intersection of 34th and Central. That's southeast of the 10-Winston Interstate. It's all shut down, so avoid that. Back to the freeway, South 170 past Roscoe, only a carpool open for a long time. It's back up to 5 through the 118, and the South 5, 2 problems. One at Penrose, one at Burbank Boulevard. Once you get past that, finally, things will improve a little bit. Tough morning out here. Internet and accident. Visit Superwoman, superlawyer.com. Jeff KFI in the sky.
The winner of the National League Division Series will be decided tonight as the Dodgers face the Giants at Oracle Park. Julio Urias will start for the boys in blue, who will face the Giants' Logan Webb, and Cody Bellinger is ready for action.
I've been feeling good. You know, I felt good towards the end of the season, and you know, just try to carry that into the postseason. And body's feeling good, and I'm just trying to help this team win.
First pitch at 6:07 live on AM 570 LA Sports, brought to you in part by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. Morongo, good times. Also, the Dodgers' 2022 schedule is out, starting with a home opener against the Colorado Rockies on March 31st. I'm Wayne Resnick, KFI Sports.
I used to have one of those kitchen sink filters, you know, the kind that come out of your sink, and that's kind of neat, except after the 2 quarts that are in there, you run out of water. And you run out of filtered water. So let me tell you what I did. I'm suggesting you do the same thing. Is get a Life Force Whole House water filtration system. Every single faucet in your house becomes a source of filtered, delicious water. Very high-end filtered water. And it never stops. It's continuous. So you're always going to have filtered water out of every single faucet. Now, the system is maintenance-free. No salt bags, filter changes, exchange tanks. It can reduce your hard water problems, in fact it does, and it gets rid of the odor and taste of chlorine without salts or chemicals. And chlorine does not do your skin and hair any good. You're buying directly from the factory. They provide a customized water solution for your home. And that includes installation and customer service support. And imagine washing your clothes, your dishes, bathing in high-end filtered water. That's life. Call 800-334-5009, 800-334-5009. Visit LifeSourceWater.com. LifeSource Water, taste and feel the difference.
Here's what you need to know about the Pfizer COVID-19 booster. Not everyone needs one. Those who should receive a booster are 65 and older, long-term care residents, and those 50 to 64 with underlying medical conditions. Consider a booster if you're 18 to 49 with underlying medical conditions, or 18 to 64 with a high risk of COVID exposure at work. Only get a booster if it's been at least 6 months since you received your second dose of Pfizer. Find a booster near you at myturn.ca.gov. Brought to you by the California Department of Public Health.
The KFI Financial Report brought to you by Bay Alarm. The Dow is at 34,770.56. I was just stalling so I can get the number up. It's up 399 points. S&P 500 is up 55. NASDAQ is up 200. The price of a regular gallon of gas in California is $44.44. Out the door.
Bay Alarm security systems can change with your business, so you're right for now and ready for the next.
Southern California weather from KFI. Sunny today, highs in the low to mid-70s at the beaches, mid-70s to mid-80s. For Metro LA, the Valleys, Orange County, and the IE, a few degrees warmer tomorrow. Right now, Irvine 47, San Clemente 51, 52 in Long Beach, 52 in downtown LA. We lead local, live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom. I'm Chris Lewis.
KFI AM 640, Bill Handel here on a Thursday, October 14th. The stories that are trending and we're covering, the Alisal fire, now at 15,000 acres just north of Santa Barbara. That's bad news. The good news, Dodgers taking on the Giants tonight in the final game of the National League Division Series. If they win, they have one more series, and then hopefully the World Series. And the other big story is about City Councilman Mark Ridley Thomas, indicted on federal corruption charges. And here is what is going on. The charges, the federal charges that were filed say that he took bribes from a USC dean in exchange for directing millions of dollars in public funding to the university while he was on the LA County Board of Supervisors. Accused of conspiring with Marilyn Louise Flynn, who at that time was dean of USC School of Social Work, which is now the largest social work program in the world, and the conspiracy was to steer county money to the university in return for Ridley Thomas' son Sebastian getting into graduate school. Sorry about that. With a full tuition scholarship and a paid professorship. Yep. And just to give you an idea of the city council, what a reputation. He is the third city council member to face federal corruption charges over the last couple of years. 20-count indictment. He and Flynn, Marilyn Louise Flynn, are they're a mess, obviously. So it's that one. Then the former medical school dean exposed as a user of meth and heroin and other drugs. And then remember the campus gynecologist accused of sexual misconduct by hundreds of students. And the school had to settle a $1.1 billion settlement. And USC is also the center of the college admissions bribery scandal, where wealthy parents pay hundreds of thousands of dollars to get their kids into school based on the fact that the kids were phenomenal athletes. So he is in a lot of trouble. She, incidentally, 83 years old, was dean of the social work program for 21 years. And the indictment says that USC, quote, removed her June of 2018. And further, USC is saying that the university has been cooperating fully with federal investigators since the summer of 2018 when they learned of the $100,000 payment Ridley Thomas and Flynn allegedly orchestrated. And she stopped working for the university in September of that year. We don't know under what circumstances. Did she leave voluntarily? Was she fired? We don't know. And according to the Times, LA Times, USC alerted federal prosecutors to this arrangement after an internal investigation. So they jumped on it fairly quickly. And under her tenure, this is kind of an interesting fact. USC social work program became the largest in the world. In 2010, there was an enrollment of 900. In 2016, it was 3,500. But it's an online program. It used to be the most prestigious school of social work in the world, and now began admitting less qualified students, struggled to do the work, drove down the rankings of the program. So a quick word about Mr. Ridley Thomas. I have hated him for virtually his entire public career. I strongly disliked him, and I'll tell you why. He was a city councilman during the LA riots. And then he went to the Board of Supervisors, turned out Board of Supervisors, and came back as a councilman. While he was a councilman during the LA riots, he was probably the loudest voice screaming, "No justice, no peace," as the city was burning down. Not, "Hey, calm down. Hey, you don't want to leave. You don't want to burn. This is going to put you." Nope. No justice, no peace.
Good night.
And in my opinion, encouraging. And ever since then, I have had a Also, there where Mark Ridley Thomas took funds. And by the way, those were discretionary funds. Most of the council, the Board of Supervisors, what they do is use those charitable events and do those to help the community, the discretionary funds. He was going to spend $250,000 or $300,000 to remodel his office, which was perfect. It's not like the perfectly fine. He wanted to remodel, spending hundreds of thousands of taxpayer dollars. And that story broke, and he quickly changed his mind, and he moved into the office, utilizing the previous supervisor from the city. So, we have a real problem in Southern California. There was a federal task force going after several council people which they didn't find anything. It went on for years and years because the feds, the Department of Justice, there was tremendous corruption in the city council and several council members. It turned out it wasn't the case that